Okay, let's get things started. How's it going, everybody? Alexman here, and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Suncrest Bay, technically a recession one. For those unaware, I did do this this city a little while back before race day was a thing. And I've come to the realization that I didn't do a very good job starting off that map and what I did. So I figure I might as well restart it. And it's been like, say, it's like a few months now since we played the city. And it's about time we just go back to the drawing board, restart everything from scratch, and basically get some new mods in the mix. We'll go into this. I'm going to do the same map as before, Lagoon Shores, remastered, using C. Lemare's tropical theme, which makes it brighter, which is really nice. I like that a lot. And let's go in the direction we need to go to with this, and hope for the best that Suncrest Bay will become a masterpiece in itself. Plus, I also got some new mods to show off too as well. So let's get things started. There is a mod that I've turned off, and that is the pedestrian builders mod. It basically means that if you select an intersection, it makes up bridges for you. As far as I'm aware of, I don't know if there's any patches for it yet. It's still giving us a bug or two, so I've turned that off. So we're not using that, so we have to manually put our walkways in manually on intersections for the time being until the mod is updated. But alongside taking a break from the entirety of the thing, found ourselves a couple of new mods to try out. One is, or there's a few of them. One is basically I think it's called Calm Sims, I think it is. And what it does is basically just allows the Sims, or the people inside the town, to stay at locations a lot longer than normal, so you don't get like this, they enter, come back out like me like 3 seconds after. Like, no, they actually stay in the building they go to. The second and third ones basically work in tandem with each other, which is, I believe, the knowing which district a person came from information pack, and also the basically now I can oh gosh, my stupid thing is bitching out again. Dang it. I'll turn it off. I hate that so much. Why? I don't know why that thing started to bug as soon as I activated dual mode, and I think it's having issues with it. I'm gonna have to keep that off for now and deal with it later. I was trying to deal with it earlier and it didn't work out, so I was wondering if it was fix itself, but it didn't. I'll have to get a new support somewhere else. That's fine. Anyway. No, the mod I've got is, I'll show it off when we get into the map here and everything. Basically, going to restart from scratch, start from our same location, the same starting point, and as well as we now are. But I am going to basically, as soon as we have access to the highways, I am definitely going to be using the money used to upgrade the highways so that we have a kind of like a loop system in place. Effectively, I'm going to change all this. So let's get to the mods real quick. 81 tiles as usual. Unlock all areas. I just like so I can start on the map anywhere I wish. Like so. And get that through over there. Let's see. I got Calm Mind Simulation. This basically reduces the simulation speed of citizens and tourists down to a little bit. And so you don't get like, 2,000 people going at it at any given time. So I basically, it tells the Sims to calm down. That's what I want. That's what that is. The other couple ones, I think it is, let me see around here. I think it was, where is it at? Oh, the traffic congestion report. In case if we find any problems with traffic problems, we'll be able to get, use a command to basically pop it up. Let's see, stopping the stations we've had there, precision patch loader, where was it at? Let's see, life cycle. I know I just saw it. District dispatch. Let's see here. I think this one here, district dispatch, there's not many options here. But what this does is that if you have a district and you put like, say, service buildings into it, like, hospitals, police stations and whatnot, you can basically tell that specific building to basically stay in that local district so that you have like I have like tons of these things and they're not going to this one location where I want them to. I'm like, well, this kind of basically tells it to, hey, time for you to stay in your own district. I think this will work out much better for us in the end. There was also another one, but I can't seem to remember what it was. But what it did, though, I think it was telling you exactly where a person was from which district it came from. So bear that in mind. All right, so move this down here. That's the. So this map was we kind of bugged out a little bit because I was trying to make this work with a monorail system in place. It didn't work out. So what I'm going to try to do is basically, once I get access to highways, is to basically take this and turn it into a T-junction and make all this road here like essentially a divided highway, raised up and everything, and basically make like a whole like loop system to come back into here. Effectively, basically making this interchange basically non-existent at this point. So I'm going to be doing a lot of changes. That being said, however, again, welcome back to Cities Skylines. Most of not all the mods have basically been updated. The fact is that we had to stop for a while was just because, well, the new stuff was added. Race day stuff was added, that's right. We can now make our own motor tracks and pedestrian runaway paths or something like that. And it's like, say that's actually quite ingenious. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Can I put down? Nope. Oh, I can. Good. All right. So I'm just gonna try to be as efficient as possible here with our roads and everything. Oop. There we go. Put that on the ground there so we don't basically break anything. Because the last time we ever played this map got me a little bit. And it was basically, I was like, hey, you know, traffic builds up. And for some reason, all the big vehicles were essentially trying to go into the neighborhood for some dumb reason. I don't know why. So I'm hoping that this time around that, you know, the Sims are going to be a little bit more smarter, I hope. But, you know, bygones be bygones, that is probably not going to happen. They're probably going to make it just as worse, or if not better. So I'm going to hopefully to essentially make this a little bit nicer as a result. Try to make the city look a little more better, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I want to kind of follow. So I want to put like all of this key wall around the entire bay here, because I did it before, and it's like, if it has it right here, I want it over here too, so that this entire thing can be somewhat cultivated into some type of hub, which I did in another map and on another session, and it did out really well, honestly. So let's see, we got that right there. We got a kind of like this to be like the, let's see, is there a little spot right here? Yeah, there we go. Put the big road in like this so we can actually have a standing point, and go straight off like this to the beach area. So I'm gonna make this like a main road in and out of the town as well. Let's see, can I just do like this, maybe like that? So it comes out and starts off this one area right here. Then we can make a loop around or something like that. Bulldoze the ground. Oh, I can't do anything without getting people in the town, so bear in mind we're going to have to do a little finessing here, just a little bit. Feels like I always have to restart this whole map. Like, this whole map has been cursed to me for some baffling reason. Not sure as to why that is. Let's see, go back to this one. I'm going to go... We're going to follow the beach area. Try not to go on the sand. So I want this to become like a sort of like the common road that can handle a lot of traffic. That's what I want it to be anyway. Again, like for the first like few sessions of this, it's like you just build the planning roads. By the way, the planning roads is a mod and it is very useful, especially when you're trying to start up a town and you want the road layout essentially at some point already in place, so you're not basically, you know, trying to figure out how to get stuff done. So I want to make sure to make this road kind of smooth as possible, and then somehow connect it up to here. which in turn, this is going to be a, get out of the mod right quick. We're going to make those into the wide roads because this is going to be a main corridor right here. Like so. And I won't build over here just yet, not until I get some things here. Because again, I'm taking out this railway for the record, and this roundabout, and this entire... I almost think about taking this entire interchange out in favor of something that actually is efficient more. But only there when we get there. Also, if you want to, once we get some access to the stuff, you can see down in chat there, you can see the rewards back for Cities Skylines. They're back in full force. So you can use those anytime you wish if you want to name something here. So bear in mind of that. I do plan to basically, now that we've got race day and everything, I do want to try to get those things in the map in some fashion, into the build. So let's see, we come down like, let's see, that can stay 90 degrees. Like that maybe, and then sort of come like there. There we go, like that. Again, if I'm trying for these small roads here, like they're going to be small, but I'm hoping that the trucks just won't go here. Because that was like the biggest problem I had. Like I had like an industrial complex here starting off, and then got rid of it, moved it somewhere else, and yet for some reason there was no access to any other road, but big trucks decided to go up into here and just do nothing. I'm like, no. Like I hate that. It's like, trucks. There's nothing to be up here for residential districts. Like, you should not basically be here. You should be, you know, go somewhere else place. Like, this is for homes, not for your business opportunities, you know, catch my drift. Go like that, right there, right there. I'm not worried about the zoning areas out there at the moment, because I'm going to expand these just a little bit here. Because I want to get this out of the way here, this little expanded here, because I want to get at least enough. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nope. There we go. Back that way. So we know exactly how far I have to be to make this road consistent. Yeah, I'm going to build this, and it's going to be our main junction. Like, I'm going to have the whole city planned before we even get people in the town. Kind of like basically we start with sunshine, if you catch my drift. I just want to, you know, build out the town knowing that this is the housing district and nothing more, and hope for the best that the Sims will understand that. Because I hope so. Because I don't know about you, because half the time, like, the Sims can be kind of dumb. But I'm hoping, though, with the new addition of the new mods we have installed, that maybe that the Sims won't be as dumb anymore and kind of, you know, actually do their job. That's the whole point, is that I want them to do their job. I want them to do their job properly, and to basically not say complaining about, oh, there's not enough workers, or this guy is having troubles with, you know, with their lawnmower or something like that. Like, no. I don't want that. I would want them to basically become normal people. Normal. Oh, there's the packaging. Of course it is. Packaging is always an issue in our city, isn't it? Because it's trying to load more stuff. And we come right this way. Once we get access to a corner point here. Let's see, we got that corner point right there. That's where it wants to go to. And we'll go like that, and then we'll just cut this corner off like so. Doesn't feel like it's kind of awkward that way, but you know, that's where my nodes are, and I'm trying to work with the nodes I've got. So let's see, like that, right? That goes right there. We go like that, and then it goes to this node right here, which is usually a node afterwards. And go like that to like there. Again, if this road was straight on, I would basically make all the roads straight, but we can't do that now, can we? We'll go up this way just a little bit with that one. Ooh, this is going to be really tight. There we go on that one. That is a real tight, that's a real tight spot there for that one. And I think this one will just go straight. I wanted this to straight on, but it's like that maybe it won't work. I want to make that as straight on as possible, so let's see if we can make that work. A little bit like that, and then this connects right there. There we go. Trying to make as much useful of the space as possible. Might as well, right? And we'll come up like here, like this. Like that. There'll be small parcels right there, but there we go. There's our, kind of like our first block, I guess you want to call it that. Our first little sector of the town all done and planned out for us accordingly. And hopefully that this will not basically blow up in my face. Because knowing my luck, folks, everything blows up in my face eventually at some point or another. Let us see. The fact that this doesn't cost me any money to do is like, that's what I want. That's what I think it is what it should be. Planning roads should be something that should have been in the game by default. It should have been, but it's not. Let's see here. Yeah, this is going to be like the really awkward is that the roads are going to go intertwining with this. Because they're just matching up with the unique road design here. Well, that's not going to line up with that, is it? No, is not. So we'll have to work on something of that little sort that way. That's fine. Let's see down to here. Again, I want to make Suncrest Bay the best cursed town you've ever seen in your life. And let's see, come down like that right there. This might be a main road or such, but no, I don't want. So the ones in orange, I want to be the main. I want to be main corridors and such like that. So the trucks use these big boys as a way of getting around. But we'll see. We shall see. Go down like this, out of this guy right there. Let's see, that goes to maybe around here, the center of this bad boy. There we go. And these will be kind of the long ones. And I want to try to make these little smaller squares here, but not try to make them connect to the roads, to the main drag. Because that just causes all kinds of pain. And the less pain I have to make, the better. Oh, we got a node, a double node right there. There we go. Yes. Oh, that looks so sick. It looks so sick. There we go. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make this town the best it could possibly be. Then we're gonna add a run. Then what? Add the little raceway into it. To be fair, I have tried out the raceway stuff, and well, it's interesting. I'll give it that. But I kind of feel that there was something lost in translation when it comes to making the track, and we'll do it when we get there. But we'll see how that goes from there. But yeah, that's getting pretty nice though. Let's see if we can waste some money on some roads here. We got some 4-lane roads. We're gonna pop in here. It's gonna tuck us some money just a bit. And also the fact that I'm gonna start off with the water and power on this area. Just to get things off the ground. This is how we have water, and we've got water to handle us for the moment here. Let's see, do I have this available? I do. Like I said, these are a little more expensive, but getting these things in place will basically allow us to have enough power to at least get the seed to go start into its running animation. To a certain degree, of course. Alright, I'm not going to run the game just yet. Not until we get to something that's actually... See, I want to use these brick roads. I was trying to even earlier, but like the brick roads causes some troubles earlier. But they don't have... But see, the brick roads don't have... It supports low traffic. I'm like, well, I was hoping for low traffic. But apparently when I put it in beforehand, it's like, nope. Everything went to crap when trying to put stuff in. So it's like, ugh. So I was like, so we'll put custom roads in once we have unlocked them. But for now, we're just gonna deal with the small roads junction here. And then we gotta switch everyone out to tropical roads or tropical style because this is a hot region, of course. In fact, they don't give you enough money to start off with doing stuff like this naturally. That's why I start off like with $1 million in coffers, just so we have something to start with. I mean, I tell you, like when they don't give you enough the game money to start, it's like, come on. There's no reason for you not to have money like that to start. Come on. Here we go. Let's look. We've already losed $100,000, and we would basically be in the bankrupt at this point. Like I said, at this point, like people just play with more money starting off anyway. Because hey, look, we've played enough Cities Skylines. We know how the starting of every city works. It's just trying to get to that sector in that time so that we can go. All right, time to get the early stuff done. Just get that out of the way. And I know some people might just go. Oh yeah, the undo button. Oh, thank goodness the undo button. But like there's people like, oh, why don't you just unlock everything from the start? It's just not authentic to me. Yeah, I know some people will do that to unlock everything to help fix a map or something like that, but it's like, well, no, that map's kind of progression is kind of ruined now at that point, but still. All right, now we got that out of the way. We can set up some housing. We'll set up the housing. We'll set up some... And to basically make it a little bit better, I usually try to go 4 parcels for each for the main roads. It just feels natural that way, but there are times like this where the controlled road is not going to allow that to happen. As very unfortunate that could be. And we got the houses coming in like nothing other. The land value is so low. All right, we'll come down to here. We have to wait until we get some population growth before we can start doing some major work ahead. Like I said, I'm gonna put the industrial district in a different location and such afterwards. But for right now, the industrial district is gonna go right here. It's not too far away from town, and it just allows the heavier traffic just to go one direction over one and just be like there. No problem whatsoever. Dun, 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 dun. It's going to be a big parcel because I don't want too much traffic down in here. And the base after this is going to be like, yeah, we're going to refer this back to... because we don't have access to districts just yet, so I can't set anything to what I really want. And then also the fact I have Demand Master just in case we need to rebuild some houses with a different theme. Then we can just pop up the demand real quick like and get the houses back up and running. As we're losing the monies. Can't believe we're losing all the monies. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's packaging. Or it's our first unlock. Right there, little Hamlet. Medical clinic. We don't have districts just yet, though, which is weird. I always kind of feel like districts would be the second thing you unlock. But apparently not. And just like before, I'm going to use the easy clinics to get us started, at least somewhat, just so that we have... you know, cheaper options just to get things off the ground. And once we get this in place and everything, I will set these up with our new district, because you see right here, this is the new thing that's added to that district dispatch mod, is that I can now select a local district that I have assigned in the map. And if all the work is all done, then I can say, yeah, you can go and do other districts if you need to. You know, I like that kind of a feature. So, ooh, Worthy Village! Now we get districts. Okay, let's get the districts up and running. Oop, there we go. Let's get the districts up and running, and then we can reestablish stuff. So, we'll come up right here. I want to make... like this kind of area, like the main front road here. So I feel like this entire one sector here, the Laurel Heights, and I want, and again, I don't have any custom names right now for the districts. I would like to have that from the viewers themselves watching, if you so choose, to basically have it. I won't touch the things unless districts, unless there's something I have to afterwards. So just come right there. Over like that way. We're gonna have a district over here for the time being. And that will do us some good for the time being, as I'm going to make this Industrial Revolution, so it does that better. Also, you can find out district dispatch. You can see how much healthcare and stuff happens. So, well, technically speaking, the healthcare dispatch allows you to do this in simpler terms. It just means you're going to have to establish, you know, the corrections and such right now. So I'm going to put this guy down right here. And I'm going to put the easier police station here as well. And so now we got districts in place. Now we can place this as the local district, or if you want to, you can select it to, you know, select districts, and you can select districts here. And we got 2 of them. So I'm going to say these 2 we got here are the ones that we're going to apply for. And then allow emergency support from outside districts if you want to, and also finishing up work, go somewhere else. But basically, but first though, this mod tells you that the game's going to say, all right, you can do work, but the first thing you must do is basically do your work first, your districts first. Once you're done with that, then you can go somewhere else. I find this very nice to have. This also does with garbage truck. I gotta put a garbage truck down too as well. I did not do that yet. I'm gonna put down a recycler, a couple of these bad boys, because I don't have anything else unlocked. And probably one for good measure, just to make sure we have something. But like I said, these things have... I want to have the... these guys go to the local district. If you hit local, it automatically would go to the one that's assigned inside of it. It's smart that way. And I want to go to the local district for this one too, the recycling centers. And then this one... we'll go to selected ones. This one will go to the Umber Hills and apply for that one. And there you go. So this one will basically just go after this one only. But like these 2 here are going for only this. So any type of raw material we grab, we can just go, hey, there you go. Done, dusted there. It's a cool little feature. I like it. I mean, it just makes more sense, honestly. Like, this is something that in Cities Skylines 2 actually has by default. Which is, you know, and I'll put I need to put a health conscious place here. Like that. And then this will select local district, apply that. There you go. So anytime there's a medical emergency in this district right here, this thing's going to take care of it. That's what I like to see. All right. We got that in place, and land is building up. Building is leveling up. People are having fun. Let's get a district in this. Now, unfortunately, also there's a mod I have installed that basically when people come moving in, they have a slight education in them once they come in. I think it's the life cycle rebalance mod, which basically means that when the sim comes in, they at least have some education, because the game's default loves to basically say, hey, you know, these people are moving in, they're buying the new home, they're dumb as dirt. No, we don't do that. Aha! All right, parks and areas, industrial areas, pedestrians, landscaping. Finally, we can do stuff. I will put the schools here. Now, again, unfortunately, schools do not work with districts, with the district mod. Now, I wish it did, because, oh man, you know how many people would kill for the fact that you could have a school set for a district of some kind? Yeah, that would be awesome. Unfortunately, this is not the case. I do believe that's a Cities Skylines 2 default motion, where they can just, you know, do that and have a jolly good time with. All right, what's going to build? I'm going to build up more of this over here. And hope for the best here. So we got money, might as well build some stuff up, right? Go like that right there. Again, once we do have more roads, don't we? Oh, we don't. I'm waiting until we get those ones with the trees or the bikes. That's the one I want, because those are basically, you know, good stuff to have bikes running around. Also, there's also a new policy it's in city planning, I believe, No, that's right. It's let's see here. The tourist travel card, I think is what it is. And then there's also one in city planning that basically tells people that, hey, you should walk more for more healthy, conscious people. Which I think is a kind of a nice thing. I don't know how much it changes people walking methods, but I think it's technically, in theory, it's supposed to tell the Sims that, hey, walk more, you know, or some that sort. Like something to tell the Sims like, hey, you need to walk more just because, well, yeah, I'd rather you be guys healthy than not healthy, you know. Just a kind of consideration. All right, we all got this. Now we have water walls. I can put some stuff down. I believe this is the default one, I think. I like to put these ones on. Put the trees in here so it makes it look a little nicer. At least these two kind of mix together, which is kind of nice. You try to put any of the custom ones down, like, nope. We cannot mix. It's like, dang it. Let's see, we go like 90 degrees right here. And again, it's just really just gonna go straight on here and then fold in when we need to. I want to go in here. I want to go on that road. Why? Okay, it's right there. Isn't it? Okay, we go like that, maybe. Oh, I put a road down. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the landscaping. That's what I wanted. I clicked the road button. There we go, like that right there. Go in small patches so the water doesn't really, you know, flood everything, which I don't want it to do. So go like that, and then we'll go like this. Technically speaking, I should just have it with...
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm warning already?
Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Let's see, we go up to like that right there. Again, I'm just basically trying to make it so that when we, you know, lower the sand down to make it match with this key wall here. I want this to be the key wall that basically, because look, you already have this key wall all the way around the bay at certain locations. I think it's only fair that we do this the same way this way too as well. Oh, and there's a thunderstorm. Like we care.
The thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
Sure thing. I'll stay indoors. Why not? I'm gonna put these in some segmented order, and then we'll use the connections tool here. It's a thunderstorm! Yay! I don't care. Go right there and right there. I'm going to lower that grid down to 0 because I want that to be like a nice, calm, peaceful load there. Well, I'm hoping this won't overflow the area because this shouldn't. It really shouldn't, for the record. Go from here to you. We go like that, and then this guy go off like this. So we have this kind of this straight on 3616 or something like that. Yeah, it looks okay. And then we just got to cut this back just a little ways like that. Back to here, back to auto select. We'll move this down to 0 if we can. No, I can't do that. It's too much. All right, we'll do like this here a little bit to make it more natural looking. There we go. Now it's time for the fun part. That is to lower the ground everywhere else. Yeah, I know about building an industrial area. Just calm down. There's nothing to be wronged here. All right, now we got the bay all encapsulated. It's time to lower the water to it, or lower the ground. Oh! Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna lower the ground to basically mimic this area right here. Like this is the height this area was. I want to keep it that way for everything else, which means we can also heighten the ground a bit when we need to. Now, normally they wouldn't do this in a normal realistic setting, mind you, no, but I just feel that kind of this is what I feel like this bay would have been. Like, this is the Suncrest Bay. This is the bay they carved out. They saw it naturally. They figured we could just, you know, take the ground out a little bit, make it flat, and so that looks kind of nice on the grid here. Because no one's really going to come here for the beach side on this side. They want this because this is our economic destination. This is where we have, you know, the ports, the tourism districts coming in. You know, that's what they want to have. And we're going to keep this lower down. We're going to lower all this down to the ridiculous levels here. Just to make it so that this was curb stomped into oblivion. Good gracious. That is going to affect a lot of water, but the water is going to come down and it's going to settle, and then we'll work out from there. Besides, we have this to work with too. We have this, so we can just do this to make this a little bit more rounder. Like that, like there. So we can get rid of the extra nodes or space the nodes out a little bit better. Like that right there. Like there, just to make it a little bit nicer. And then now these fit like normal right here. Oh no, people are underwater. Oh no. Oh, I did turn on also your fired mod. Just so that we have any of our, since everyone comes in here with a little slight education, that means that these might be affected. So higher end employees can basically grab what they need from this. So we'll come right here, and everyone's trying to come in at the same location because we only have one area here that's really affecting me. So we need to, okay, we don't have access to the interchange yet. We don't have access to that stuff yet. We need to get to 4,800 people before we can actually do anything with highways. So for the moment time, we're just going to have to deal with the influx of traffic for the time being. As I much to hate to say that. But we do have access to bigger roads, though. And this is probably what we're going to do right here. We're going to make this a big road going all the way down. And once we have the ability to put down bike paths, we will do it. But as of right now, we can't do much of anything. And I'm going to make sure traffic is going to put a timer on this one, because I know that this is going to cause all kinds of problems if we don't do anything right now at the moment. Oh, wait, I should make that wider road than that. Ooh, we got another upgrade. Boomtown! Transportation, buses, level 3 buildings. And we have intersections to work with, but we still don't have access to highways, which is kind of dumb, if you catch my drift. Alrighty. I know, they're all complaining there's not enough educated workers. Don't you mind, they have high schools. High schools and elementary schools are doing their job right now. You're just going to complain that there's not enough work right now. And the water is basically going all kinds of crazy over here. Filling back in and going back down. Like, as soon as, again, once the water all settles down, we can work on basically the beautiful portions of the roads. And like I said, I go into... Okay. Here's the thing about this is... Mostly everybody is going left right now, so, but I'm going to set this up as this right here, and this off to here. Just for now. These two are just side roads right now, so if anyone's trying to go left, for whatever reason, they can go that way. And we'll do this to get people to work with here. Oh, well, since we got this sector here, I'm going to make sure Laurel Heights is the mid-century modern, because this is, you know, house country and everything, and I'll keep my demand up in max just so that we can get the houses rebuilt. Yes, we do lose the population, but since this is a tropical town, I want at least next to the coastline, you know, people that actually have, you know, pools and make them look like they're more high-end and such, you know. I do wish the buildings, when they got delayed like this, they didn't kill the people off. I think they should just keep them in By technicality, of course. But see, now this is, again, we are going to change this to something better. But as of right now, I don't have the ability yet to change the state, because once we get this in place, once we have access to highways and something like that, we're going to go sledgehammer on all of this out here. Oh, look at that. The water's coming down nicely. Look at that. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Oh no. There's a water. There's a water in the area. All right, let's see about this. Let's see about this node right here, I think it is. 1, 2, 3. I want this node to be like that. Make it look like that, so we get around the... See, now I've got this key wall into place. I can go all the way over to the left here. Like, I have bus roads, but I don't want to use them just yet. Like I said, I want the major roads to become the main corridor and everything. Because, see, I've got this down in place. I can go straight down this road here. I can go straight down the key wall here, and I go almost exactly at 90 degrees. Somewhat. Let's see about fixing that just a little bit more. We'll just do like this to like about maybe right here. There we go. And then we just have to move this back up to this height standards. I want you to go up. There we go. So we don't go downhill completely out of the water. There we go. And like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a grace period before all the water goes away and evaporates and everything. But we're hoping that none of this will go wrong and everything. So let's do this to here. Make that boof up like so, and now we got that going. And see, now we got this nice straight-on road that looks off into the bay area, which is really nice because I'm gonna put like transportation here eventually. That's gonna cross here like a ferry system. I did this in my other test map as well. I did put a ferry here, and it worked out quite well for people who want to get across this bay without, going across with a boat. It was actually one of my more favorable features. Now I wish the water would stop doing that. Why are you not? Okay, we need to go up higher. Yeah, we need to go up higher. We need to go this to the same height as this. Up here to here. Again, once we get this all up and running, then the water will stop flowing in and we can start focusing on this side of the map as well. I like this a lot because I can change this into the normal one and just like, yep, that's what I want. I want you to go up to the same height as this right now. Thank you. This one up to the same height as this. And we need to do that for everything here. So like that. Oh, I got the corner. That's not what I wanted. I want this to be up here. There we go. And then we'll just go from here over to yonder here. There we go. The water is going to try to get over, but I am not going to let that happen. No, siree Bob. There we go. Boom ya. That'll tell the water to calm down just a bit. Unless these ones are higher, and that's not a good sign. Let's see, the water's gonna settle down. I hope it does. Does it go to this one? Is this little corner here better? No, it's the same height. All right, it's just the water just has to settle. That's it. And since we don't have pumping stations right now at the moment, we are going to have to work out some planning issues here. We got a lot of industry here, so I'm going to make this industry for the time being until we have the necessary components to get over here. Because I'm going to make this straight. There's really no reason why this hill and this is causing like this. I'm going to make this straight on and make it into our freeway connections over here. And this will be kind of like a road. It basically means I'm almost going to flatten this almost entire area over here just to have that little finesse in its own right. So hopefully that the traffic is going to be much better. Oh, you know what? Since I'm now thinking about it, I'm gonna do this and like this. We'll make this a little bit like this. That way we can have the left lane only here, left lane only here, left lane only here, and left lane only here. Because again, as you know, folks, from previous Cities Skylines run-throughs and everything, everybody loves going to the left side. See what I mean? Look at this. Look how many people are wanting to come here just so they can get to the left side of the road. Like, why? Like, there's no real reason behind it. Like, hey, if you want to come down, you're going to come down. You're going right here. You go right here. That's it. You don't need to wait in line with people. And also, why is that... That should be a flowing, and that should be flowing, and that should be flowing. There should be no stoppage here. We're gonna have a traffic build-up here for a while, folks. Bear that in mind. It's going to happen. It will happen, and it is happening. Just because we have a lot of demand and not much of a entry point elsewhere, because we don't have access to... Oh, we do have access to them now. Okay. All right. That means we need another entrance. All right. I'm getting a little annoyed by the water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the water back to sea level. So the water should reset itself. Thank you very much. And the water's settled. Great. Because I'll tell you right now, all this right here, annoying. Like, who makes a railway like this? No. Again, we are still going to use this railway for something, but it won't be for this purpose entirely, no. I said, we'll keep this, but I'm going to take out this as well. Like, I'm going to make this like normally. So I'd rather keep the bridge. Because I'm going to make this a better interchange. Like this right here, this is so... what's the word? Kind of outdated design. Because we do have... Let's see. I do have... I can't use the dog bone. Dog bone's too big. What I need is to make something like I have here, the asymmetric cross interchange. A nice, small, compact little thing that can handle traffic going in one direction each way. So we're going to take this out. Again, I've not really ever liked this ever since I started the build last time without all the failings and everything. I just never really liked this design and this road design. It's just like, no. If we're going to make this proper, I want to make sure we have a decent connection to getting into town and everything. So I'm going to take this down to like that. We're going to flatten this out a bit. Flatten to, see, like this. See, was a good nice road right here. Like flatten to this road here, maybe? Because we have this interchange. It's going to fit this entire spot right here. I'm going to get rid of some rocks because they were put here for no apparent reasons. And we're going to put down this bad boy. And this is going to go right there. And we're hoping that in the end that this will be effective. I'm going to do like this. And then this will just connect right here. And then we're going to make this kind of unique just by making this all curve like this a little bit better. Oh boy, that's a weird, awkward angle. All right, we're going to check this out a bit. We're going to make these go out a little bit straighter out this way. Then we make them turn. And go like that right there. Then we can make these go and turn a little bit more connected here. Go like that. And then we'll just make this work out. Now we got some meat to work with here. Well, that's going to be a little tricky to pull off now, isn't it? That's going to be a little tricky. We'll pull this just a little ways off this way. Just a little bit. I want to make sure, folks, we don't, lose any type of connectivity or something like that. We want to make sure this is pretty decent size. Oh, God, what happened here? The interchange is getting worse. See, I want to make sure that this is kind of like a little bit more cleansed, but at the same time is I had to basically make a slight deviant for this so that this would work like a charm. And then we square that up. This can pull out a little. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Pull this bad boy out like so. May have to, to contrary belief, we can modify this to a slight degree, of course. This is my design, after all. Let's do. So we got 2 lanes here. We'll go like this and up until like here. And then this can just go a little bit longer. Like that. And then we'll just square that up like there. And then that shouldn't be too strongly of a issue. Oh, that looks a lot better. That looks so much better. And pull like that right there. Go like that right there. And we'll connect these 2 bad boys. Yes, I know about the schools. I know about the parks. Okay. You don't need to keep telling me, hey, you've got a new thing. I'm like, I know I do. You don't have to keep telling me every 20 seconds. It's like, have you built a new park yet? No, I have not. Oh, you have a new fire center. I know that. You don't need to keep telling me. There we go. And see, now we got this in place. Now we have an asymmetric one. So that means it goes to a 2-way this way and a 1-way the other direction. And people coming in this way, it'd be a 2-way this way and 1-way this way. It just makes it look a little nicer, all things considered. And then we can just hook up some stuff here, straight on routes and such. So what I will do is that I'm going to put down is the 6-lane road. And I'm going to do automatic connections between here and this bad boy right here. Make sure it's on this side of the road. And so that make sure it's on the ground level so that we can do this sort of thing and go out like this. And so that this can be our, I guess, our connecting road or something like that. So that we don't have a bit of an issue. I like to try to get as close to the beach as possible because it just makes more sense that way, really. There we go, like so. And while technically, yes, the other way of making a asymmetric or that road or that roundabout would have been nice. We can still technically pop it in here. We just have to make sure our connections are great. We got some highways. I'll put my actual road in. This bad boy right here. Well, this is a custom highway. This is a six-lane highway thing here. I find it to be very useful. Very much so. It's just, well, it's hard to fathom the idea like, hey, you know what? We got this. We might as well use it. Like, it's always like that. Because they always make like a 3-lane highway separate from each other. And they make a 2-lane and a single lane, highway. But they never really make a 3-3 combination. And I've always kind of bothered by that. Like, why not? Can't they just work with a 3? That'd be really nice to have, but no, they don't. So this one mod, this one custom thing on the workshop basis, hey, you know what? We have this road that's a 6-lane highway. And you know what? I like it because it allows us to have high speeds and not that awkward thing that you do with 6-lane roads. Because this is all we get for highway-looking roads with 6 lanes. It is a street, and we don't like that. We don't want that. Okay, now is to... I don't know, maybe we'd have to shrink this down just a little bit to make this road fit. I don't know, we'll have to see. Let's see about this here. We can put this back together because we don't have a connection to the roads here. So I'm hoping that the people here will come down here and say, hell, we need to use this as an interchange. Because again, this is going to be backed up for a while. I mean, quite a while. So I'm not sure what else to do right now at the moment. Oh, well, that fit. That fit. That's nice. I was not actually expecting it to work. I thought that we were going to have to make this smaller, but look how close that gets. Oh, that's so sick. Love it. And now we got this kind of... See, we had this roundabout start here, but now I've incorporated so now it actually has a better road connections. All right. Now is the fun part in all this. Getting this to be all cleared up, because I'll tell you right now, people are going to go ape crazy on this. So... Since we got an industrial complex here, we're going to make this still an industrial complex. Then we got a double load here. We're going to go like this. Like so, like this. We're going to make this a double lane. Road going up in here, these small double lanes. Yes, I know about the new buildings. You don't have to keep telling me, game. It's like you want me to keep building stuff like this for some baffling reason. Also, what is this? Why does the roads build this? I don't get it. And they build buildable areas, which it clearly cannot. And I hate that because it also clears out my traffic I put in. But hopefully that this will eventually at some point tell the people that, hey, you know, you can come out this way here for your industrial goods, and then everyone can go here and follow suit. We don't have offices yet, and I'm waiting for that so that we can put, you know, more offices here in some fashion. But again, we're moving all this industry over here in the hills once you know, things are finally stabilized. But as of right now, we're building up our front end. That's what we need to do. And I'm gonna upgrade. Woo! Hey, we got Blaze 1, 2, 3, 4. And you are a bot, unfortunately. We don't do fall for follows here on this channel. As much as you probably have, because you are a ban evader. So unfortunately, you are again banned. Sorry, man. You're a possible ban evader, and I do not like that because we don't like ban evaders here. All right, so I'm going to connect this segment and this segment together by making this connected, and then this one here. We'll make this normal, so we'll see what we can get out of it. Can I make like that? Oh, I can't. Okay. All right, let's make that a bridge. Let's make an upper path for that. Get out the mod. Thank you. Yeah, sorry for those people that are like, oh, he's got a ban evader and everything. Like, I know. It's something I just can't avoid in this age of work, is that there is people that want to be, I want to be friends. I want to be friends with you. Can you be friends with me? I'm like, unfortunately, I can't join. I was like, we can tell it's a bot because it's clearly stated as such. You know, if you don't know, if those unaware of that, those bots, they just show up and they act like they're human, but that's what you have SurveyBot for. SurveyBot basically keeps tabs on everybody who you've banned. So technically speaking, it's like, yep, you are banned. Get out of my life and away from you. You know, and go like that right there and like that right there. Also, we're going to basically set up prioritize the old roads for this so that the building zones can be consistent. Thank you. And now I need to somehow connect one of these roads up to it. So let us try this maybe? It's not perfectly clean, but it does do the job, though, personally. Like I said, this probably be like a spot where we put the train the station. Oh, you know what? We should do that right now. We should do that right here, the station right here. Do I have access to that yet? I have a bus depot, but I don't have access to trains yet. Okay, I don't have access to trains. We'll have to worry about that later. At least now, for this particular sector, I'm hoping that this will hopefully spell people to go, hey, go over this way, head this exit here, instead of this. I know it's gonna be a pain in the backside for those some. It's like, oh, your traffic's horrible. Yeah, I know. Welcome to the neighborhood. It's exactly what happens to me, technically speaking. It's like, yeah, it's like, you know, your traffic's horrible. I know it's horrible, but it will get better soon. And so we're gonna pop these guys right here. Like so, like that. And now this area's gotten a little bit bigger. I think we need to set up a permanent police station and fire station here in this sector. So go to global, hit the local district and apply. This one, we go here, go to local district and apply. So now those things only fit there. Now it's just basically to calm everybody down with the... So traffic is already... Let's see, what is traffic, by the way? 24%, and guess where all the bad rate is? Right there in the first interchange. Just because we are still trying to get, you know, industrial features back in. It really just because we have a lot of people going in one direction. That's about it. And I really, really kind of hate how basically the traffic decides like, oh, I want to go in one direction, please. You know, there's multiple lanes. What now? We'll take this road. Do we have any? We don't have the trees yet, do we? No, we do not. All right, well, I'm going to disable zoning in this area right here. And right here as well. Because it just makes more sense to have clean interchanges and whatnot. Like so right there and maybe right there. Like any places where we kind of have like a really janky turn, I'm going to take off I'm going to take off building practices there because it doesn't make any sense in the grand scheme of things. So I can do like that and I have this kind of clean block right here.
Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Oh, that's not even straight. I can see it's not straight. Hold on. And make sure we don't have the disable zone off. It's weird it gives me 74% when it's not 74%. There we go. That looks a lot cleaner. And then we can... Oop, another... Oh, was that a tornado? No, it's not a thunderstorm. Alright. I'm not worried. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm totally sure. It's just another thunderstorm. Don't pay it no mind. And pop these bad boys like so, like that. Like so, right there. And this will be kind of like these housing districts right here. And probably want to disable the zoning off of this little spot right here. Just so we have that kind of clean cut corner here. Well, it's not completely clean, but it does the trick well, and I like that. See, I want to have it so we can have the, you know, stronger thing. We want to prioritize older roads. There we go. So that's straight up there. Again, just trying to get the whole, you know, plots to be just, you know, big enough for the vehicle, for buildings to actually show up and everything. That's what I wanted to do. And it looks like we have a traffic problem. Well, this one is going to select just for local district now. And then we put another garbage unit Most likely right here. And then this one's going to be in the local district here. Local district, there we go, operating normally. And the trucks are now out and about trying to get that stuff cleared up. Thank you very much. Traffic is at 80, it's at 24%. Yeah, I kind of wonder why. Like once, look at that. People just want to go in one exit. Dude, there are multiple exits, my dude. There are multiple exits. And now they're just making all too much stuff. Well, that means we need to put down a warehouse. We don't have access to the bigger ones yet. So we're just going to have to deal with these small ones for the time being here. And we're going to put these as commercial goods because that's what these are. Just these small ones for commercial goods. Thank you very much. And this will get all these things out of here and get their trucks out and about. Get their goods out before they start making too much crud. And I'm really hoping that this will basically force the Sims to, hey, stop. Stop basically making so much trash. Where are you going? Oh, you're returning to the facility because you're big, you're full. Don't worry, we'll get that working in no time flat. Okay, now we got this in place. Now we can set up some other housing adventures here. Again, I can upgrade these roads when I can to ones that have trees or have some that have bikes in them. And then we can set up the policies of, hey, ride more bikes. Like, ride more bikes? But I don't want to ride more bikes. I'd rather drive my expensive car I bought. Why would I want to ride my bike? You think I'm supposed to be healthy or something? Pushing health conscious stuff on me? You know, that's how some people might act. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. Like, you should. Alright, now we got that in place. Now it's time to put down this little fancy road right here. Get this orange road out of here. And now to finally basically use the parallel mod here and go like this. And let's see, can I, that's a 1 though. Oh, that's a unit 5. Can I go down to 0? Or I can go like that maybe? Yeah, I'll be lined up like that. Okay, we go like that, like so. And then this just goes up like this. And that's not lined up. I'm gonna line up like this. I want this to make this as clean as possible. So we'll do like that, and then we'll just do create connections. Here to here. We'll just make that nice and circle-ish. And then we just have to curve it up again. Nope, that's too far. Too far? Too far. Alright. I don't mind that at all. As long as I can get, you know, at least somewhat closer to the road it necessarily needs to be. Because I'm going to make this the 4-lane road right here as well, if it'll fit. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll certainly give it a try, won't we? Well, it barely kind of fits. A little bit. There we go. It kind of clips into the wall, into the road just a little bit, but you know what, though? Maybe that was the whole point. They had to build into the road and everything, and, well, that's technically what we got. Sims still have to walk in both ways. But that does technically make it work. By technicality, I think. I think it works just fine. Like a so. And now we have a kind of like a main drag. Now we're out of people. Out of educated workers. Not enough workers. There are make sure there's free areas. Well, there is. The fact is that I'm pretty sure most of the people are educated at this point. No, high school is still bad. Elementary school is still doing pretty good. High school, I don't think, I mean, nobody wants to go to high school. I don't need my education to get a job. Like, you would love to get one. And this is clearing up a little bit. It's not great, but it is basically cleaning itself up just a little bit. Let's see what we can do. See now, let's see the fact that the Sims are walking a little slower. I mean, it's always nice. That's what the Sims are supposed to do. They're supposed to walk a little slower. So they don't look like they're, you know, superhuman or anything of that sort, you know. They're not supposed to be. Alright, but we're out of a demand, though. That's the thing. We're out of a demand. We can't do anything. No loans, no nothing. Like, I can bring the residential down to 7 after that brings in more people. But that's all I can do. I can't really bring down anything else. Let's upgrade this to 6 lanes then. I could do 6 lanes and a bus lane, but no, I'll be fine. Once we have the access to, you know, bike lanes or something like that, well, that'll fit in just nicely. I know people are gonna get sad on this, but don't worry. Once we access the trees, your trees will be back. Don't you fret. Now it's just this to put in. I could make this straight and make an interchange here with a simple, oh, I could do that, can't I? Do this real quick, like. Knock this back a peg or two, and we'll make this kind of flat. Let's see here. We'll make this kind of flat. I'll cut this out just a little bit here. So I'm going to make one of my interchanges I've got here. A really small one at that. This one does fit almost anywhere. And that is the asymmetric trumpet interchange. This thing can basically fit almost anywhere. I just have to make sure I've got enough room for it. It's small. It's meant to be compact, so let's pull this back just a little ways that way. And then we can put an interchange right here. And this should hopefully alleviate or clear up some traffic problems with this. Oh my goodness. Alright, this one we're going to have to do some finagling with the spacing. I mean, we're going to have to cut this back a little bit here to make this go be connected here. So we got a 2 or through a 3 right here. So let's go to a 3 right here. We will put this in. Create connections from here to there. Like that. And we'll make that, you know, pretty much. Don't make it drastic, just make it do it here. That's all it needs to be. There we go. Peoples, you will understand of what we are trying to accomplish here. Let's see, can't I... If I take that out, though, it's going to make this, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let us do... This is our 3 one right here, too, as well. 3 exits. So, connections to here. I want this to here, at least. I'm going to make that 0, because that just makes it more sense. Boom, yeah. And look at these people here. They're just floating away. They are. Woo! Oh, good gravy. I didn't expect to be this high off the ground. Floating vehicles. We'll make that a little more turnable point like there. This will be more favorable this way. And I gotta make it this way too to make it work for the worthwhile. And then we have to make this road come out here, match up with this road, and then connect right here so that people can get off this exit and get here so that this one sector of traffic can basically be cleared up and have no trouble whatsoever. Let's see. We go like this, maybe. All right. Let's get this back on. We'll put the create connections. I want you and you to connect. And go like that, maybe. There we go. And we go from here to here. And we'll make that the same distinction. 40 degrees. And then we'll just do some more that little finagled little kind of thing right here like this. Oh, that's too far. Too far, you say? Too far? I say it wasn't far enough. And then this can just be pushed in like here. Like that. And then this can go to like here. And then we just have to make sure it all lines up. Even spaces. Same angle towards everything involved. Like that right there. And then this will go to here. There we go. I don't know. Maybe that just needs to be more curved. Yeah. There we go. And we got that in place. You can place traffic down on that bad boy. Oh, and there's a issue with the rock. There's a rock in the way. I'll take care of the rock. Leave it to me. I'll take care of it. There we go. Why are they still building? Why are they still putting these things down with buildable areas? You can't build on highways, man. I still don't know why it does it. It's like some type of bug or something in the system. I don't know. But anyway, that's what that is here. And that makes this so we have 2 lanes going in and out. Like so. This is an asymmetric road, so we can make these 2 roads come out, attach to each other, and then make this be the 6-lane road coming out this way. So we'll clear that up. The people are going to fly themselves back to normal here. Get them all out of here. Make them take the long exit around. Oh. Like, dang, I have to take the long way around? Yep. You'll have to. It's the only way forward, man. We go like that right there. And we'll follow the curvature of that. And then this will just anticlimactically just end right here at this road. I know that feels like kind of a backwards way of doing things, but I have like no other way to make that work, or at least look good on that curve. So we have this kind of this side road here that just like, you know, you can go this way and get down the opposite way. But one thing is I want to make this asymmetric 2-3 highway here to really just start to get down here. So what's that, 2-3? There we go, right that way, all the way down to here. Perfect. And then we'll just do a little bit of finesse between here to here. It's not perfect, but nothing is. There we go. Probably that's a little bit of a hill to go up and down on, but that is another interchange for those to get around. There's 3 interchanges now to get in and out of the city now with decent amount of coverage. Now it's just the real bad part, getting people here. Like, there's not enough people, not enough educated workers. Oh, there's going to be. Yeah, it better be, because now we're going to keep score. All right. Oh, what we got districts-wise? Okay, that's still in the district. Good. Good. All right, so we got enough homes to... businesses to complain about here. Businesses are complaining. Well, let's see. Well, this is a... oh, you know what I can... oh, this is not a district right here yet. I can do... this will be kind of this little spot right here. Like, it's not fully built, but we'll definitely district now so that we have it for later. Do. Again, I have to make sure everyone else can name them themselves, because I would like to have others to name them for me. All right, now we got that in place. Now it's just to get this built up and hope for the best we can get it done. And hoping for the best that people will stop basically going out in and out of my town in one direction. It's like, oh, I want to come into town this one direction. Then get in here. Again, I did have this at one point where this was kind of like a roundabout, but that caused more problems than anything else, and I'm not too sure as to why. I mean, the best way to get, well, I mean, the best way to get around it is to go to the highway road here. Make this 50, I think. Level terrain. I want this to be the interchange right here. There we go. And we have now 4,800! Yay! Which means we have access to everything. We have access to trees and bike paths. Yes. All right, now we got that out of the way. We can now mock this up as a free-flowing traffic stop here. Like so right here. And hopefully that's everyone around here will just get the idea to move on. Just get into the town, roll all the way around, and hopefully the bad guys stop complaining everywhere that there's not enough workers. There is enough workers. The problem is that you guys just don't like the particular kind of worker we have. Because we have our freeways are backed up, because nobody in their right mind would basically understand this. Which ultimately means I have enough money to replace this now. But let's see what we can do here. I don't know, but technically I do have enough money to replace it with my own Stigma one, so I'm going to do that. I'm gonna say that's kind of crazy. Why would you do that? Because I have one of my own. Oh, I deleted 2 roads. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, get rid of the structures here. I don't know why those are there. It's like, oh, we got 2 structures. I'm like, yeah, I know you do. So like that, like so. I'm gonna put down my asymmetric one. Because since people come into this town the one wrong way all the time, might as well have that at 2 lanes, even though they'll only use one for the foreseeable future. But this is a little more capacity high one, so I'm just gonna do like that right there. And then this will just hook up to here. This will be a 6-lane highway going in. We have the sound barrier in place right now, so bye-bye there. There we go. And now we just have to connect these 2 bad boys. Doesn't mean I could leave it like this and let the vehicles, you know, reset themselves. I could. Just so that people have to disperse and like, oh, the traffic's gone. Why? Well, it's because I need you guys to move. And you guys are stuck. For some baffling reason, you guys just can't get the idea that, hey, stop driving this way. Go somewhere else. Like, why don't you just go on another exit? But this is the closest one, Karen. I have agreed to inform you, Karen, but there are other exits available. Last time you went down this exit, you caused a complete 18-car pileup, and then you tried to blame it on your doctor. That won't work this time, Karen. The cops are onto you. Dang it. Yep. You can't win this time, Karen. Not today. Not today. Not ever. All right. See, well, this is not asymmetric this way. It's asymmetric the other way for main traffic usage going in. Because this is supposed to be a free-flowing interchange. I can see foot here. So hopefully that will hopefully get people to understand that, hey, there are other exits for you to choose from. Please choose them. See, now we're running out of... Okay, never mind. There's actually here. There's a lot of people over here. We don't have enough people. You know, also this Holly Hills here, I would love to make that, like shopping malls. And so that these... Oh, no, I can't do that. I have to do emerging downtown if I want that. Dang it. That would be... I guess the homes will be just fine that way, too. Doesn't matter. But I like to have these as, you know, the home... I also got to put down a, fire truck. Police officer. Hospital. And the aforementioned this. And gravesite. All in one go. And... flatten this down a bit here, or smooth this out. I haven't smoothed any of this stuff out yet. And also the fact that I'm also going to put down a super green belt in the city this time around. What that means is I'm going to put like a walkable path that's going to be elevated, and it's going to go through basically like a section of the area right here, and then have like exits itself to let it people come out and sit down and, you know, get off the exit whenever they need to. Let's see, that is not the same level as that. I want to clear that up like so. All right. Let's see, you guys. Let's see, you. I need you to be in this selected district. Apply all. Thank you. I want you the local district. Thank you. I want to make sure that if there's a crime, I want to make sure, because technically speaking, this is what happens in real life, where, you know, that a certain county or certain district only has a select amount of vehicles, and they go to each one, and so they can easily take calls effectively. This basically eliminates the whole point of putting a lot of, you know, oh, we have great coverage. Why is there so many problems in this one spot? Because it's pulling from a car that is halfway across the map. This little mod prevents that from happening. This time, however, it's like, yeah, now you can have your local fire group here and whatnot, and have a good time with it, because now you don't have to worry about people basically taking a huge road trip everywhere. And now I've got this in place, I'm going to put down the usable bike lanes for everybody now. Because people need to ride their bike. I want to ride their bicycle. I'm going to make it where I like. I'm going to ride my bike, man. I'm going to ride my bicycle. He's going to ride his bike. And see, that's when we actually get this super bike highway and hybrid thing we're going to put into. Then that's where we're going to have the super bike highway as well in place. And it will literally be a highway because it is going to be elevated and everything, so people can get their exercise and everything. And pop this way like so. I know it's going to build some stuff in here. I know it will. I wish I could stop that. And pop like there, that goes away. So clear that up nicely. And pop you guys, Disable that off there so I can go this right here. Prioritize the older roads, man. There we go. Go like so, like that. This also gets the cars off the roads and the parking on the roads and everything. And so that there's just less stuff to deal with. Oh my goodness. There's too much nose right there. There we go. But Delta means I need to take the traffic out of this bad boy right here. Like that. There we go. You need to be back to normal because it just broke itself. Because it broke it, because the roads want to be better themselves, right? Right. So, all right, cool. There we go, like that, right there. Now I'm gonna make people ride their bikes. Like, you can't make me to ride my bike. Yes, I can. You're gonna ride your bike and you're gonna like it. We can't have any unhealthy people in our town. We gotta have health. We gotta have, because this is a tropical area, and basically people need to start working out, get themselves down pat, everything else that matter. There's also, hopefully, we'll tell the trucks who are coming around on these roads, like, hey, this is not meant for heavy traffic. There are bikes here, and you're going to respect that. Cursed darn it. Maybe it was just me or something like that in the other map where I had, like, say, like the brick roads and everything, and yet for some reason every truck wanted to go into the region and everything. It's like, oh, I want to do this road, I want to take this road. Like, stop taking that road, that's not yours, truck. I don't want you doing that. You're doing everything wrong. And just making sure that people understand that this is meant a way to basically make people work better. The last thing I need is to have traffic build up everywhere. Hey, look at that! People are using the different exits! Like they're supposed to be! They're supposed to do the thing they're supposed to do, and that is literally the one thing they're supposed to do. Stop getting stuck on one spot of the road and just do it. Just go and have fun. Alright, let's build up some more roads over here. Now I've got all the roads upgraded to bike standards. Let's see, we go like here. And go like that. I can't go any further than that, though. I can go like here, and this road will come from here, just like that spot right there. And again, this will be like the whole centerpiece of the basic roads here. I'm going to put like high density here, but at the same time is they need to have buildable areas. So you go like... Can I build that right there? Nope, I cannot. Alright, so we can't go any straight that way, but we can straight this way, though. Go like that right there. Go like... Oop, nope. That will go. We'll straight that one. And that's about it for that. I could probably connect this road. And then go... No, I want to go 90 degrees on here, so I go 90 this way. Go like there. Go like that. Take that road out. There we go. That's connected like so. And now businesses are dying because there's not enough people. I said the demand's just not there, man. The demand is just not there. Like I said, I can't force it. Yeah, well, technically speaking, I could, but who would want to do that, huh? I want this to be the mighty Holly Hills. Also, the fact that we have that, I think that policy is now available to us. Yeah, city planning. The new one that's down here, the Health and Fitness Initiative. A campaign to encourage citizens to be more active, reduces traffic, and increases citizens' health. Costs its health budget by 10%. That right there. Well, tell you, I have a mod that basically, I have the game anarchy, meaning it makes policies free. But in a sense, though, this one new thing, basically, hopefully, is supposed to, the one thing they added is to, oh, you don't have traffic problems. So here, we're going to force a citywide walking initiative. So that people are like, that's why I want you to start walking. And that's the, again, one of the things of trying to make the super ultra highway for walking everywhere. So we want to have like this, you know, highway of this upper walkable path that people can just walk across, ride their bikes on, so they don't have to go anywhere near the main road or something like that, or cross them dangerously. That's the whole point, is to prevent people from crossing these dangerous roads. technically speaking, if I had the builder mod here, I would be able to make this roundabout into one, but unfortunately I don't have that mod right now at the moment, and it's not up to date yet. I think there's a fix one, but you have to install and then uninstall the other one. But otherwise, though, I think that's in a good spot where we can do there. Can't do much of anything else right now at the moment. Let's see, get rid of those rocks right there. Technically speaking, I could make take out the park right here and make this a hub for. Don't we actually have that hub yet? I don't. No, I don't. Oh, I do have it. I have the ferry depot. Sweet, awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to make this kind of a thing right now. I know I have to build the ferry depot first, but the time thing is like this right here and this right here are going to be kind of like the two main ports of the ferry system. But I need to have the ferry port here. I'm going to build that kind of right here-ish. And so that we have that. And then back to here. And I want to have this to connect up like this. And then this is going to be just a ferry system that's going to go back and forth between these places. Like that. I hope this won't go the wrong direction. I hope it won't do. Let's see. Go back to here. Back to raft path. I'm going to click the line to go right here. And like this. And then just make a second one that goes right here and like this. So it has double traffic. So there's two. That means that can be like a max of 4 going across any given time. Which means we need to start building this over here just a little bit for kind of like a recreational center. Which means we need to upgrade this to basically mean that we're not making this part of the established directive. Also, I come to the realization that train tracks, or at least have intercity trains, back up so much. It's like it's so unhealthy. But like I said, we're just going to have just, you know, 2 boats here. Going to go cross back and forth. It's not going to basically be much of anything right now until we get business out here. But until then, we're just going to make this down like here and call it a day there for that one. And while this is going to happen and people are going to have their jollies with this. So you come right here. We'll pop this baby down to the road height. There we go. And so now we'll have these will come back here back and forth. And once this is all fully built, people will start using this. Because right now, we're just going to have that set up just for that reason. Which also reminds me, we still need a bus route. And we have not enough people. Like, again, it's just like everyone comes in and they're always fully educated, somewhat educated. Let's see, citizens ain't, they have high school. No one is learning high school. And yet there's 459 people inside this one high school. And people are not getting educated. I mean, what the nerve? Everybody, you're supposed to get educated. But you're not doing it. So I'm going to put down some libraries. That'll start getting people happy. And start building, stop working at McDonald's and start working at those ferry workers there. Come on. Alright, now that out of the way too, I want to set up a road this way. Okay, this is gonna be a little awkward, isn't it? Alright, so we got this right here. Like so. I'm gonna make this go across like this. Like that, and it's gonna connect to here. And this will make this kind of like our little transport hub. Little spot here with the buses and such. I just need to make a connection here, and likely this. I wish the sand would go away at times if you messed up with the town or something like that. I can't change the paint on it. I don't know why. Unless there's a mod that does it. I don't know, but let's see. How much do we need to get for the big ones? It's our next thing. So okay. And we'll just do like this. Build them up. Build them all up. I wouldn't mind these to be like, you know, upper class stuff, but at the same time, they're going to be... I wish there was a way you could have, like, you know, multiple different styles in one area. So, like, you want to have, you know, the low density, you know, mid-modern housing, but also you want the emerging downtown for the lower housing and the high density buildings. You can't do it both, unfortunately. It's a very unfortunate system. Well, hopefully this will basically bring in the people in, and then get their jollies another way. And go like that right there. Click that up to make that all nice and pretty. Oh, we don't want that. We want this to be like that, like that, like that. Almost think I need to just disable that right there. Let's see, that is the road. Oh, that's right, I've got the new roads now. I can make them a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. Like these ones here, the 4-lane boulevard ones with bike lanes. I can upgrade these to this, and hopefully this will make it better. They're a lot brighter for a start. But they do basically have a little bit more... But the fact that they make the roads a little bit cleaner, and they also have bike paths to boot. So that's what it is. The initiative to make people ride their bikes more. Oh, but I don't want to ride my bike. You're gonna ride your bike, man. I want you to be off the road, off of your car. I want you to do what you're supposed to do.
Warning. Experts predict an earthquake could hit the area.
Another oh, that's our first earthquake by technicalities. And maybe this will be a little bit better. Like the bike path go right next to the quay, so and the quay is technically connected to the road in some fashion, so people can actually walk on it. But again, it adds trees. I really wish there was one like this, but it had palm trees in it. It doesn't, unfortunately. Oh no, here we go. Oh, an earthquake that won't really affect me. All right, cool.
An earthquake is occurring. Don't panic and wait for.
We need another power supply. We need another easy coal plant in the vicinity. You got it. And then we'll move this guy out of the lunch because we're going to make this into a transport hub of sorts. So we might as well put all the power plants in this way. Clear this up right here. There's just not enough educated people. No universities. Oh, we didn't put the university down. Well, I didn't think it was necessary at the time because people are not getting educated beforehand. And I can't put the normal... Oh, I can't even put the university in. That's why I like the easy ones, because then you can just pop one down and have a jolly good time getting those early gains. And also the fact that the easy university is smaller than the base one, so smaller buildings are better for me. Also, we need to put down some parks. And I think there's nothing better than my own park. Right on side this guy, right here. If it doesn't fit like this whole area here, we can just pop these bad boys in a 8x12 parcel, which is totally intended, by the way. And then we'll just do, okay, these are all like in 10 by, oh, these are a little bit bigger. All right, so if that's the case, I need to go with a different size of one. I got these small ones here, and I got this 7x8 one right here. We can just plop down. Make it a little nicer, make it beautiful for everyone involved. I've got this 12 and 12 one here. This one can fit this right here nicely. It's a nice parcel for that. And I have a one that is called well, it's technically a park, but at the same time, it looks like a industrial park. And I think, you know what? That does the trick. It makes people happy, and that's all that matters for the industrial district. It doesn't pull very much in terms of power, but what it does is kind of basically makes it look like, you know, have that additional park in place. And it just kind of looks nice after a while. Pop that down like so. Well, is it because it's not flat? Because it's not flat here. We'll definitely make this flat. We'll smooth the ground out just a tad here. Like a so, like a so. Let's see, now that we're getting some stuff in here, your land value is going up. Oh, look, people are actually starting. Oh, my goodness gracious, that's all full. Well, now we have a problem with workers, not with goods. We've got plenty of goods stocked up. Now it's just to get the people to start, you know, getting into these things, because these things upgrade pretty fast. So we need more uneducated workers. Well, technically speaking, we have plenty of those, if that's the case. Well, we have, well, see, that's what happens when you have people that move in and they have some of education a little bit, but the people just don't want to work. Why don't you want to work? There's the question of the day right there. Why don't you want to work? All right. We don't want, oh, and there we go. We now have high density residential demand. Like so, we're gonna pop this as a, you know, I'll make these into this. The homes here will basically become more of energy efficient, which means I got, oh, sorry, I was gonna take this and, you know, disable it a few times. Disable these turns here. Just so we have a kind of a clean block. I like clean blocks, don't you? I do. Bum 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 bum. And then people can come here and have get their jollies rocked by something, I guess, here. Also, we have offices now, too, so I'm going to put offices basically right over here, and it's going to kind of basically block the sound from traffic, because offices don't generate sound, which is odd, to say the least. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, that was right here. I don't like that one. Actually, I don't like that one. It breaks the blocks up too much. I need a fancy one. How about this 7x9? Park right there. Works just fine. Thank you. And then it's how to make everybody happy by putting down one teeny tiny little park right here. Bam! And we put another teeny tiny one right here. And for some reason, this one little thing here may cause everybody to have a crap storm on. I'm like, there's a park! There's a park! Go get it! Go, go, go! It's like, holy crap, dude, just calm down. Alrighty. Oop, and the football club won't fit there. The aqua park will not fit there. Oh, it does. Why not? Aqua park, go! That'll make people happy. It'd be kind of like an aqua fun park in the middle of town, right next to the actual ocean. I just now need to get the bus rides in place. That's what I need to do now, is bus drive. Well, I can upgrade these to 2. What? Hold on a second. Let's see, boats, 2 stops. I can have 2 boats on this one here. Why not? I have 2 on that one. And this guy will have 2 because it needs it. Because I know there's going to be enough people. Eventually, at this point here in time, they're going to have basically have a kind of like an auto tram, like an auto raft, an auto ferry of some kind, where there's going to be a boats at every dock, and it's going to be crazy. But I need to increase the land value out here for people to build out here. So let's build a bus depot. And like I said before, I was gonna make this the bus hub right here just a little bit. And now I can start making my first bus route. All right, so let's do like that. It's gonna come down right here. It's gonna go right here. And it's gonna come right here. It's gonna come up like this. And it's come right here. And then it's gonna stop right here. Nope. That's it, stop right there. There we go. Our first bus route. And then our second one, we're gonna go like this to go build a few places here and here and there. And it'll cost this a bit here. We're gonna make sure we don't have too much bus traffic. Because bus traffic really adds up to traffic eventually at some point. We don't want that. We'll come across right there. We'll have the buses across this way. Then it'll come across here. Come across this way. And go like that. So basically it goes across the entirety of the area and into the other area so they can transfer to another spot. Now it's to make sure that everything goes according to plan. Let's see, bus routes. Let's go with... I just don't want to use the aforementioned, like, old bus systems. I want to use some of these new ones, the articulated ones, but I can understand at the same time, like, everyone keeps using the Japanese one because the better capacity, but it's like, I want to use something that looks a little bit more unique, you know? That's the thing. I want to make it look like it's cool looking. Unfortunately, I have buses that don't do that. So I'm going to make these down to the 50 caliber, you know, Maru new ones. I want these to look nice. All right, so we got 15 stops here and 12 vehicles. Okay, that's fine. It's got 12 stops and it's got 11 vehicles. So I'm going to make that go down to 10. Or I can go back to 9. There we go. 9 will work. And all these buses are going to go back home in favor of these new fancier ones. Fancy, aren't they? Fancy? Fancy. And all these buses are going to be nice and beautiful. I just hope they don't bunch up, because that's what they're not supposed to do. And all these old buses are going in. This is weird. I hate how they bunch up like this and they all go like, I don't know what the heck to do. It's like, just go in the building, man. You overshot it, my dude. You overshot it. I cannot believe you overshot the thing, the buses. I mean, dear gracious. Oh, I can build a stock exchange. You know what, though? Let's see. We don't have very many stops. There's going to be people in every spot, though. I'm going to reduce this down to 50% of the capacity. That's going to be 7 buses. And I'll make the other one 7 buses, too. Just to be on the safe side, so there's not much of bundling. So that we can get, you know, this bundling of all these vehicles here. Because again, there's going to be like 12 different vehicles, and it's just going to cause a bit of a ruckus when it gets everyone around here. I mean, good gracious. And that's the one thing about this game is that you try to put as many mods as possible in, and like, nope, no matter how many mods you put in, these vehicles get stopped and they don't go. Why are you not moving? You're waiting for buses. Well, I say, nay to you, and you. You go. Yes, you go home. And so that people can just go and, you know, get these buses into the right spots, get them out of here. We don't need that many buses on the road. That seems to go by. We're almost out of time. We got like 5 minutes left, and unfortunately, we're having such of an issue keeping people. I did put the you're fired on. Or did I turn that on? I thought I did. Huh. I thought I did. Maybe I'll have to re-enable it again. Because we have our major problem right now is people not working. That's our major problem right now. And since you need more people, I was like, I don't need a demand for it. If the demand was for housing, I need housing to come in. But apparently there is just not enough demand for it because everyone just likes to. No one's building houses. No one's wanting the housing. You know, the housing demand's down. Huh. Well, at least hopefully people will love that. I hope people will enjoy that. Let's square that up like so. And let's see, traffic. What are you at right now? 74%. I mean, that's amazing. After they finally realized that, hey, there's other ways to get in and out of the town, the traffic stops to being a problem. Well, there's still kind of a problem right here, but people can still go through here with no problem and transfer to the road they need to. Eventually, at one point, I think next time we'll put the transit, the metro in as well, so that people can get across from one side, and then we can start working on this side for like an entertainment district or some kind, or tourism, and then we can finally get these into working order here. We'll work on that. But right now, these two people are not gonna use these until they know there's something over here that's useful. So that's the whole point of waiting on. And like I said, well, technically I can just do this real quick and go do like that right there. That connects that bad boy, and then right now this will just be a temporary road until I can get this connected, and bam, there you go. Then we'll have another bus that'll come over here. Actually, I should have a bus that comes out. Traffic. Oh, there's a police call. Well, this police station should go after the one district, and this is in. Oh, was it not in the district? Oh, it is. It is in the district. I want to be that way, and it's like, come on, police officer, do your job. Go out there and get something, and get some criminals taken down. Let's see, we go like that right there. Maybe the roads will be controlled. Like so, like that. Not sure as to why I had problems beforehand with traffic backing up and everything, but now it's like traffic's all good. Maybe we'll actually have a nice, decent time in this town just for a moment. Let's see, land value has certainly gone up. This land value will go up a little further, and then this will be again. This area is going to change into housing or something else matter when we get the industrial complex out here, because well, why is that? Oh, because it got filled with water. Oh, is there a water source there? There is not. How the heck is a water there? There's no water source. But like I said, I will basically make this into a highway next time. I think next time. In Cities Skylines 1 here for Suncrest Bay, we're going to change this into a T-junction and transform this entire road segment into a freeway. And most likely, probably, I don't know, we'll make this a whole freeway coming around here, and then have cities in small spots right here, so that this entire network here could be like, yep, this is a freeway, you can get off of here. And then the freeway becomes a connected together road right here. Boom, bada boom. You get in, you get on out. I just hope the people, the people are leveling up. Businesses are leveling up because there's actually educated workers. They just don't want to do it. They just don't want to. They don't want to think that they have enough people. They need 3 workers and they have 8. And as I say, well, if the demand kicks in, people are coming in here and building up support. So we'll see how it goes from there. But it is 9 o'clock my time. My time is up. As for the revise of Suncrest Bay, folks, we're back to where we started with a new layout, and it looks like that the traffic is indeed gotten better. I don't know what I did wrong between the last map and this map, but now things look optimistic. So we'll get things off here.